What's up, guys? My name is Jun Kim, your biggest fan, your MC, your coach. I help people experience more success and happiness by focusing on their inner game. And today I wanted to talk about mistakes. This is something that I feel like I'm still struggling with in my own way, but I struggled with it for a really long time. And I think a lot of people have this challenge, right? Especially for me, coming from an Asian culture where you have this high level of expectation. And if you can resonate with this, type yes, drop your favorite emoji or whatever you're feeling. There's this high level of expectation where you have to strive for excellence, and there's some beauty in that. Meaning life is about challenging yourself, evolving, learning, and growing each day, and I think that is absolutely amazing. At the same time, you adopt this mindset that everything has to be perfect and mistakes are something you gotta avoid. But mistakes are a fact of life. And experience isn't something that you're born with, right? You gain it by making mistakes and learning from your failure. And when you have, like for me, when I had this mindset that I had to have everything perfect, it sometimes prevented me from taking the actions I needed to the most. To give an example, something like speaking my honest thought in a corporate meeting, or asking questions because I felt like I was gonna ask a silly question or dumb question because I was afraid to make mistakes. So the thing is, the question you gotta ask is, what do you lose in that process? I mean, I haven't perfected it, but now if I have a question and it's something that's in my mind, I'm gonna speak it because it's important for me to learn through that process, and learning and growing is more important than my insecurity at that moment. And it's not something that comes overnight, but what helps is asking yourself these kind of questions, right? Meaning, what do you lose by not taking that action at that moment? And one of the most helpful way to do that actually, or that has helped me, is to be in a community of people who understand that mistakes are okay. For instance, let's say in a corporate setting, it's being next to a manager that lets you know that it's totally okay because they've been in that situation and they know what it feels like to be a beginner, or just getting started and feeling uncomfortable in a lot of these situations. But by constantly exposing yourself to it and by making mistakes, you'll start getting comfortable, and you'll realize that when you take that action, you won't die. And in fact, people don't really care as much as you think you do, if that makes sense. Meaning, it's a lot of the times it's just in your head. You create these scenarios, these worst case scenarios that in reality, they don't happen, or it's not as bad as you think. You'll come out alive, feeling great, and being super happy that you did it, and start reflecting that, wow, this was a great experience, and looking back in terms of what I missed out on by not taking this action more frequently. So what I want to let you know that mistakes are a fact of life. It is challenging, but surround yourself with people who understand that mistake is totally okay. It's a part of the process, learning journey, life, and embrace it because that's how you're going to learn and grow. That is where the magic happens. Put yourself in that kind of situation and take the small action. And by doing that, realize that it's not the end of the world and you'll learn so much out of it. So hopefully you find this helpful, and I'll constantly post to share bits of tips and knowledge that I personally experience, hoping that it helps you, inspires you. And yeah, comment below with anything that you might want me to talk more about, or if this is helping. And I hope you're having an amazing weekend.